Hey guys, up here. Today we're checking out the Condor 1 emergency radio from iRONSNOW. Lately I've been watching a lot of these vlogs on YouTube about how people dealt with natural disasters, from the snowpocalypse in Texas to hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, power outages, and a few things keep popping up that these people are having issues with. One is the lack of knowledge. They don't know what's going on. This is an emergency radio. It has AM, FM, and weather band. That's going to get you all of the local and national news, some entertainment, and what the current weather conditions are, because really, that's usually what causes most power outages. Light is going to be another one. This radio has a couple lights right here. Has two floodlights and more of a kind of a spotlight. Now this isn't the greatest light in the world, but in a power outage, to have enough light to walk around your house, to light up the living room, to see what's going on outside with the tree that's fallen or something like that, this is nice. It also has an SOS mode with emergency flashers. We're going to try that real quick. Okay, that was enough of that. On the back here, it has another light that I think people are sleeping on. This thing has a nice little reading light. Let's turn off some of these lights here. So in the middle of the dark, I can read instruction manuals, I can read emergency plans, maps, anything like that that I need. And this isn't really too blaring. It's focused down, so you can really get to see what's going on without having to hold a flashlight over top of whatever it is you're looking at. On the back here, we have a way to power it. This is probably my least favorite way to power anything, is these little dyno crank things. But in emergency, it will power this device. The solar panel on top is not the greatest in the world, but if you just want to keep your radio topped off, throw this in a window somewhere, and then when you need it, you're going to have a battery that's fully charged. Speaking of batteries, this thing has a 20,000 milliamp hour battery in it. That's huge. This is one of my favorite batteries right now, and this is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. This has double the battery power. Here's a couple emergency radios that I have that really are just a pain to keep charged. Even if they have power ports on the sides, you go to use them and see, this thing's just dead. This one has a built-in battery in it, lithium ion, which is cool, but look how small this thing is. This is only 850 milliamp hours. So I'm going to have to end up cranking this thing a lot if I want to use it. 20,000 milliamp hours is huge. On the back here, we have this little cover over the ports. Gives a little bit of rain resistance. I think this is only like IPX3 waterproof rating, but it does cover these ports. We have a port here for headphones, which is pretty cool because it will save power instead of having to play sound over the speakers, and you don't have to interrupt everybody else's sleep just to find out what's going on in your area. We have a USB-A and a USB-C port here. This gives us the ability to charge our radio with a USB-C power source. And the charge up 20,000 milliamp hours is going to take a little bit of power to do. So USB-C in is awesome. It also has USB-C out. Plug in a USB-C, USB-C power cable and charge your phone, which is one of the big issues that I've seen in these videos is people can't charge their phones. 20,000 milliamp hours is going to charge this thing up a couple times. You can also get a USB-A to USB-C charging cord and charge up your devices that way as well. So just as a battery bank, this thing is awesome. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little red light here that lets you know it's charging. And this thing is charging with the solar panel off of just the camera lights. It also comes with this carry strap, which is kind of difficult to put on. You can get it on. My issue with it is that when you have it on, you're going to be covering up your solar panel. And then it's not going to get a charge when it's in the window or something. So that I'm going to just not use. This part is, just a basic survival buckle thing, but they can come in handy. It does have a compass. This is going to be affected a little bit by the metal in this part. So when you're using it, take that off. But it does show me where north is accurately. It's got a whistle, so if you're trapped somewhere, yelling, you're going to burn your voice out. Blowing into the whistle is a lot easier, and that will carry a further distance. Plus, it's more of a distinguished sound, so people will hear the whistle easier than they're going to hear somebody's voice. We also have a ferrocerium rod on here and a scraper with this, and it might take me a couple seconds to scrape off some of this extra. Look there. So we do get some spark from that, and that is enough to start a fire if you know what you're doing. It also came with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, so you can keep that with this as well. So I'm going to keep my little emergency fire starter compass whistle in a zip tie along with the included USB-C charging cable, and just hook it here to the side. That way it's there when I need it. This is a small enough zip tie that I can just rip off if I absolutely have to. And I keep everything together. So in a power outage, you get an emergency light, you get some communications with the radio, you get a few different ways to charge the device, and you have a 20,000 milliamp hour battery to charge your phone or your tablets. You also get a fire starter, a compass, and an emergency whistle to call out for help. That's a lot of stuff that one little package can do. And until you need it, you just throw it on a windowsill or plug it in on a shelf, and it will always be ready for you when an emergency strikes. Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.